the man's mind suddenly had a momentary lapse in judgment. He had intended to ignite the hemp rope to send a signal to those above, but he hadn't taken into account how narrow the pipe was or how enclosed the space inside the car was. If he lit the rope, the little remaining oxygen would be consumed instantly, and he would die if nothing unexpected intervened. And an unexpected event did occur soon. The pipe, carried along by the mudslide, gradually shifted until it snapped off. The broken part of the pipe struck the man's forehead, and he lost consciousness. As time went by, the situation grew even more dire. If it hadn't been for the overhead locking device, the glass would have shattered long ago. But this device wouldn't hold up much longer either. Repeatedly watching videos of his girlfriend was what kept him from giving up. So, he wiped the mud off his face and recorded a video with his phone, just in case he couldn't escape and needed to bid farewell to his girlfriend. The realization that he might be facing death made him break down and cry. If only he hadn't gone on that business trip, none of this would have happened. But it was too late for regrets now. He drew his current situation on the car window and tried to break the glass with a pen. Inadvertently, he let in a rush of mud, and it felt as though the car roof was about to cave in. He quickly retrieved the car jack to prop it up. With no water available, he had to resort to drinking his own urine to stay alive. The oxygen inside the car was running out, and the car was at risk of being flattened eventually. So, he ate the last of his snacks and applied motor oil to his body for lubrication, preparing for whatever was to come. He made a life or death decision and removed the locking device on the glass. The soil above quickly started to come down. His bold move was based on the thought that the initial mudslide had contained water and the car had moved several times along with it. After such a long time, the soil above should be relatively stable. With only 14% battery left on his phone, the man still wanted to climb up a bit and try to make a call for help, but it was all in vain. Eventually, he recorded one last video, tossed the phone aside, and braced himself for what lay ahead. Using the spare tire, he hoped to access some oxygen inside, even if it meant having to endure the smell of gasoline during the process. Every movement he made risked causing further collapse from above, and the man was constantly on the brink of death. Just when he felt all hope slipping away, a stroke of luck changed his position, and he found himself closer to the surface. Perhaps it was his good fortune as the protagonist or his unwavering perseverance. But in life, everyone faces challenges. While comfort is what we all desire, circumstances often leave us with no choice but to fight with all our might.